Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be traumatic. So this is my trigger warning for anybody, who may be triggered by the talk of sexual abuse or sexual assault. Click off this video if this is something that can trigger you, but I'm going to share my sexual assault story. And if I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys, this video that I'm filming right now was something I was never going to talk about. There are only about 3 or 4 people in my current life that know that this story happened. And that is it. And they are just very close friends and my boyfriend. My parents don't know. My siblings don't know. My family in general does not know. So they are going to find out by watching this video. So it makes me just a little bit uncomfortable talking about it in general. But I think that it's about time that I share my sexual assault story with you guys and with the rest of the world, because we are in 2020, there's the Me Too movement going around. And I know that there are a lot of people that say, oh, now you're speaking up years later. But honestly, there are reasons that I haven't spoke up. In 2017, I was freshly transitioning in the sense that I just shaved my beard off that year. And it was around the end of July, the beginning of August. So me and 2 of my friends went out. This was very routine for us. We would always go out pretty much almost every single weekend. We were all single. One of my friends was freshly divorced. So we were just living our lives, and recklessly, were we living our lives? Yes, but we were living our lives. And so we would go out every weekend. We would dress up. We all did makeup. So we all just, would beat our faces. We'd put like a cute outfit on, and we would just go out and have so much fun together. So this, little did I know, was not going to be like the rest of those nights. So we had went to our normal spot that we always go to, and we were just living it up, having a really good time. We were dancing. The music, the DJ there is like always really good. So we were just dancing, having so much fun. Like, we were excessively drinking. I don't want to even say that because I feel like people are automatically going to make this my fault. And this is half the reason why I didn't want to film this video. But so we were excessively drinking and we were just having fun. And at this point, like, I was not talking to any guys like at the bar. It was just like me dancing with my friends, having a good time. My 2 friends were talking each to a boy, and they were just kind of like flirting it up at the bar, getting free drinks, whatever the case may be. So the boys have kind of like stuck around the remainder of the night, and it goes, all the way till 2 a.m. when the bar is closing. My 2 friends and me were like, you know what? No, like, we do not want to stop. Like, we want to go. Like, let's go continue the party. Let's go, like, have fun. And the 2 guys that were with my friends knew a bar owner in the same area and was like, okay, let me call up my friend. Like, let's see if he'll, like, open the bar after hours and we will, go to this place. Honestly, I have no idea what the name of the place is. I don't even know what any of it looks like, to be totally honest with you guys. But so I was fully coherent leaving this bar. I just want to make that really clear. I was fully coherent. Yes, I was drunk, but like, I knew what was going on. I knew my actions. Like, I knew everything happening. So we all like go to this guy's bar. Okay. So he comes, he opens this place up, and we all go inside. Okay. So now it's the bar owner, me, my friends, and the 2 boys. So there is 6 of us at this point. So kind of everyone was paired up, but not really, because I was not interested in the bar owner because he was 40-something years old, but we'll get into that. So at this point, like, the boys are flirting with my friends, and I'm like talking to this bar owner because obviously, like, it's just me. So I'm like having a conversation, and I have no intention of anything. I'm trans. Like, nobody here knows that I'm trans, and I'm planning to keep it that way. And so this bar owner was making us drinks and stuff. And this is where I think the train starts to derail a little bit. And this guy is starting to get like a little bit handsy with me. And I'm starting to get extremely uncomfortable because obviously, like, I'm trans and I am in a very uncomfortable environment with people I do not know. And they have no idea my situation. I mean, it's 2017, people are still dying from being trans, and I'm like, oh God, that's the last thing I need. So I'm like not feeding into this at all. But this guy is like really like touching my legs and like kind of lifting on my dress a little bit. So the bar owner was very interested in me, and he went over to my friend, and my friend was like, okay, you know what? Like, I want to give you the 411 on her. Like, she is trans. Like, I think she was just trying to like really divert him away from me by telling him that I was trans. And by her telling him that, it was completely the opposite effect. This guy literally, I think, came on 10 times stronger after he found out I was trans, and it became a little intense. The drinks kept flowing. We kept having, you know, a really good time. And then it became a point where I was starting to like get foggy and not really know what was happening. And I drank, but not so much to the point where I was gonna like black out. I don't know. Obviously, like, I'm not 100% sure, but like, I feel as though this bar owner did drug me. I don't have any proof, anything besides like the fact that I completely like blacked out and remember nothing from the rest of the night. My friends like kind of go off like into like different parts of the bar with these guys, and this bar owner's like, oh, like, follow me here or whatever. And obviously, like, I am like very drunk, and now is where it's starting to get extremely foggy. There are only like bits and pieces that I remember, and the next thing I know, like, I'm being like pushed on like to my knees, and then I like black out. And then the next thing I remember is like, and this is what doesn't make sense to me, because like I thought we were at like a normal bar, but it seemed like it was like a bar with like a restaurant also attached, because after like I started to like remember a little bit, like I was pushed over like a table, and I like heard silverware like clash. And then after that, like, I hate using the word rape, but I know that he did rape me. But other than that, like, I really honestly don't have any idea what the fuck went on, to be completely transparent and honest with you guys. And I really did not take the situation seriously. I think it's because my friends never really took the situation seriously. I feel like I just, in my own like defense, I was like, in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, you weren't raped. Like, this wasn't a big deal. Like, you just blacked out and some guy had sex with you. Like, even though you didn't want it. And he was 40 something years old. This guy, this bar owner, was 40 something years old with a daughter my age. Okay, I was 23 at the time. He had a daughter my age. And he was taking advantage of a drunk 23-year-old girl. I think I just really buried this trauma extremely deep. And I guess how I view it now is very different from how I viewed it before. I still feel very uncomfortable calling it sexual assault or rape, even though by dictionary definition, that's exactly what it is. It's just, to me, I feel like that makes me feel like I'm playing the victim of something. And I think I partially put blame on myself because, like, I was drinking excessively. I wasn't being a smart 23-year-old girl. Like, I was just kind of going with the flow of things. And ever since that day, hand to God, ever since that day, like, alcohol makes me feel very weird. I like cannot get to the point of even being really drunk. I feel like I start to get sick. I start to like get in my head too much. I start to get a little bit paranoid. So I don't even really like to drink alcohol. Sexual assault and rape are very big topics, and they're very serious topics. So I just want to bring like awareness. Like, I'm like very jittery right now. Like, I'm very like anxious and very jittery. Just even talking about this, like, I can feel myself like having a really shallow breath. But I just really wanted to bring up my story for you guys, because I feel like when I come to my YouTube channel, everything is pretty positive. Like, I share a lot about my life, but I really do withhold all the traumatic and all the, you know, really serious things. I really hold to myself because I'm very afraid of being vulnerable, like extremely vulnerable, especially to the internet. That is my story. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and that's really all that I want to say on the topic. And if you are a sexual assault, you know, survivor, I'm with you. I love you, and your feelings are valid and your story is valid. But that is all that I have for this video before I have a panic attack. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything you guys have done for me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.